All right, hello everybody and welcome back. It is now the next day. I am going to keep working on the strut mounts, or actually say the upper strut purchase for the strut mounts. We're going to do that shave look. The funny thing was, this car was converted to 88 cradle back in the 90s. And I can't believe nobody's pointed it out so far, but the upper strut mounts that are part of the kit to put the 88 cradle in the 84 to 87 were installed left to right. So my strut got a whole lot of negative caster. So yeah, it was always fun. I knew it for years, but the car rode and drove fine, so I really didn't deal with it. Now I am. So I'm fixing that. I revised the upper trans mount. My God, it came out nice, and that's mostly in part to when I went to visit my buddy Michael Carr with K-swapped MR2. I had a look at the what was it, hybrid racing mounts, and they're such a little dinky, like I bet they're 1/8 inch, 3/16 at the most, some box tubing, like square tubing, probably thin wall, and that's in there on a 900 plus wheel horsepower MR2, and that's what they're selling, and they work. So my mounts is exactly what Bill the Fabricator used to say. I'm overcomplicating, I'm overthinking it, and making it way too hard on myself. And I believe Dave, if you're watching this, you should say the same thing. So yeah, I revised the upper trans mount, and I couldn't be happier. It would, well, I would like to get it like CAD, you know, on a water jet, get it cut out, make it look nice. But for a prototype mount, that the new design is so much better than the old, which may make me change the lower firewall side trans mount, but that's to be determined. I know my son Brian keeps telling me quit messing with it, but at the end of the day, this car I am building for my son. You know, he's putting a lot of trust. I mean, it's his life in my hands, and he trusts me to do this job right, and that's what I'm going to do. And it was in a not so passive aggressive way that somebody posted recently that they think that I'm dicking around instead of getting the job done. And I want to touch on that briefly, because at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. All right, there's two people I need to please on this build: myself and my son. If it takes 3 months, 3 days, 3 years, whatever it takes to get this car done, I'm okay with. Now the goal is to have this car running and driving, so when he comes in October, he can drive it. That's my goal, and I'm going to bust my ass to make sure it happens, or do everything I can to see that it happens. But guys, you guys got to understand, I might look incredibly handsome and all this man candy here, and you think, well, that guy can do whatever he needs to do. Well, yeah, you might be right. Well, for the most part, you are. But you got to remember, I'm a disabled vet, and I have some pretty big limitations on what I can do and what I can't do. Some days I can work 18 hours like it's nothing. There's some days where I can't get out of bed, and that's why I'm a disabled vet. So I work with what I have within my means, or within my ability. So I'm sorry if this isn't meeting your whatever idea that I need to progress, or whatever it is you have in your head, but I'm building this for my son and for me, and quite honestly, I don't give a and to be quite honest with you, I really don't care if anybody likes what I do or don't do. If you don't like it, go build one yourself. No hard feelings. I encourage it. So yeah, that's me on my soapbox, and I'm going to hop off my soapbox now. But just remember, I'm building this for my son. It's the internet, I know, and people could say things that they normally wouldn't say in person, but I'm building this for my son. So if you have kids, I know you understand it. I'm going to take my time. It's going to be done right. Period, point blank, that's it. All right, so let's fire up the welder, finish up the top of these strut towers, smoothing them, making sure that new plate I put in, which this is only 20 gauge steel we're working with. So we'll get that all welded up, smoothed up. I'll hit up, make sure it's nice and flat in the way I want it, re-drill some of the holes, and we'll start to the body filler time. How hard can it be? Let's get to work.
We get that fresh glaze on the D-roll.
You can stand in there if you need to.
We're not supposed to be doing that.
That's fine.
Sure?
If you want to just stand inside. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get some paper and start doing the edges.
I cut my finger, so it's kind of hard, but I got it.
All right, now we got Cameraman Chase. Oh, don't touch that side.
I just rubbed my hand all up in that
Did you?
timer. Yeah, right there.
All right, touch it up. You're too close. It's gonna run. There you go. All right, now
Good.
Cameraman Chase. We got to hit this side with etching primer so that it seals whatever chemicals are in over here, so they don't react again. All right, Cameraman Chase. Go ahead and
I forgot how to paint properly. So
like this.
yeah.
There you go. Light coat. Yeah, you're just gonna do a light. Careful, you're getting a lot of overspray this way. Hold on.
I'm not doing that. But it's really easy to let go, but it's really hard to push down. So like, my timing's a little off.
Yeah, go that way when you spray. You get the hang of it again. See, it's just a light coat down here. There you go. All right, now we just gotta let that dry. See, easy, easy.
Let's go. Anyways, hey, what's going on, guys? I don't know what to do for your intro.
Well, you're Cameraman Chase. You gotta say, "Hey, yo, I'm back, yo," or "What up," or whatever you kids do these days. I just say, "Hey, everybody, it's Stephen Vincent. Back on another episode of the K-Swap Fiero." No? All right, well, you do your thing. Let's see how you roll.
Anyways, hey, what's going on?
Was that recording the whole time?
Yeah.